Merhaba arkadaşlar, yeni bölüme hoş geldiniz. Seriye kaldığımız yerden devam ediyoruz. Artık bundan sonraki bölümleri biraz daha kısa tutmayı deneyeceğim. Zaman olarak 20-25 dakika ideal olan o. Evet, başlayalım ilk başta. Şimdi dinleyelim, devamında çalışalım. Ondan sonra konuşma faslına geçiş yapacağız. Dinleyelim.
Tom's other friends came by. At first they laughed at him, but soon they all wanted to paint the fence. Billy Fisher gave Tom a kite, and Johnny Miller brought him a dead rat. His other friends gave him an old knife, a cat with one eye, an old blue bottle, an old key, and other interesting things. His friends painted the fence, and Tom now had a lot of interesting things. He went back home.
Aunt Polly, can I go to play now?
When Aunt Polly saw the beautiful white fence, she was very happy. She gave Tom a big apple and said,
"Yes, go and play, but don't come home late."
Evet, hikayemiz bu. Şimdi çalışma kısmına geçelim. Tom's other friends came by. Tom's other friends came by. Tom'un şu s-taksı sahiplik belirtiyordu demiştim değil mi? Tom'un diğer arkadaşları came by, uğradılar. Tom'un diğer arkadaşları uğradılar. Yani geldiler. Come by, uğramak. Came by, geçmiş zamanda uğradılar. At first, ilk önce. At first, ilk önce. They laughed at him. Onlar güldüler ona. Tom'un diğer arkadaşları uğruyorlar ve ilk başta çocuğa bir şöyle bakınca, Tom'a bakınca gülüyorlar. Güldüler. They laughed. Laugh, gülmek, laughed, güldü. But soon, fakat çok geçmeden, they all wanted to paint the fence. Onların tümü, onların hepsi istediler. Ne istediler? To paint. Boyamak istediler. Neyi boyamak istediler? The fence. Çiti boyamak istediler. Fakat çok geçmeden onların hepsi çiti boyamak istediler. Billy Fisher gave Tom a kite and Johnny Miller brought him a dead rat. Billy Fisher ismindeki bir çocuk gave verdi. Ne verdi Tom'a? A kite. Bir uçurtma verdi. Billy Fisher Tom'a bir uçurtma verdi ve and Johnny Miller ismindeki bir çocuk da ne veriyor? Daha doğrusu ne getiriyor? Bring, getirmek var burada. Brought, getirdi. Bring, getirmek. Brought, getirdi. Geçmiş zaman fiili. Johnny Miller getirdi ona bir ölü fare. Billy Fisher bir tane uçurtma veriyor. Johnny Miller de bir ölü fare getiriyor. Çocuklar kendi kafalarına göre rüşvet olarak bunu Tom'a veriyorlar ki o çiti boyayabilsinler. Tom da o kadar cömert bir çocuk ki ölü fareyi bile kabul ediyor. Rüşvet olarak ölü fare bile geçerli. His other friends gave him an old knife, a cat with one eye, an old blue bottle, an old key, and other interesting things. Onun diğer arkadaşları verdi ona bir eski bıçak. Diğer arkadaşlar ne veriyor? Eski bir bıçak veriyor. A cat with one eye. Bir kedi ile bir göz, yani bir gözlü kedi. An old blue bottle. Bir eski mavi şişe, bottle, şişe. An old key. Bir eski anahtar ve diğer ilginç eşyalar, şeyler. Çocukların Tom'a verdiği ilginç eşyalar. Ölü fareden tutun eski anahtara kadar her şeyi kabul ediyor. Yeter ki Tom onlara izin versin. O çiti boyamaları için. Tom'dan müthiş bir politikacı olurmuş. His friends painted the fence and Tom now had a lot of interesting things. Onun arkadaşları boyadı çiti. And Tom şimdi sahip birçok, a lot of, birçok interesting, ilginç things, şeyler. Tom'un arkadaşları çiti boyadı ve Tom da şu anda çok bir sürü ilginç şeylere sahip. Evet. He went back home. O gitti. Back, geri eve. Yani o eve geri döndü olarak tercüme edeceğiz. He went back home. O evine geri döndü. Aunt Polly, can I go to play now? Aunt Polly teyze, can I go to play now? Şimdi oynamaya gidebilir miyim? Hani bütün çitleri ben kendim boyadım ya. Şimdi artık oynamaya izin verir misin? Yani gidebilir miyim? When Aunt Polly saw the beautiful white fence, she was very happy. Ne zaman Polly teyze gördü güzel beyaz çiti. O oldu çok mutlu. Polly teyze güzel bembeyaz çiti gördüğü zaman çok mutlu oldu. Bunu demeye çalışıyor. O kadar seviniyor ki she gave Tom a big apple. O verdi Tom'a bir büyük elma. Tom'a büyük bir elma veriyor. And said, ve dedi. Ne demiş? Yes, go and play. Evet, tamam. Gidebilirsin ve oynayabilirsin. Go and play. Git ve oyna. Tamam. Fakat, don't come home late. Yapma, gelmek eve geç. Yani eve geç gelme. Evet, şimdi konuşma kısmına geçelim arkadaşlar. Okay, let's begin. Tom's other friends came by, right? Tom's other friends came by. Who came by? Who came by? Yes, Tom's other friends came by. When did Tom's other friends come by? When did they come by? When? Did they come at night or did they come in the morning? Well, yes. They came by in the morning, right? Tom's other friends came by in the morning. They didn't come by at night. Did Tom expect his other friends to come by? Did he expect? Bekliyor mu? Yani böyle bir beklentisi var mı Tom'un? Did Tom expect his other friends to come by? Onların uğramalarını Tom bekliyor muydu? Böyle bir beklentisi var mıydı? Did he expect? Well, of course, yes. Tom expected his other friends to come by. He expected this before. That's why he was unhappy, right? In the morning, he sat down in front of the fence, remember? And he thought a lot about these situations. He was thinking about, this is Saturday and everyone is free, but I'm busy and my friends will laugh at me. He expected his friends to come by. How many friends came by to see Tom? How many of them came by to see Tom? Well, we don't know exact number, right? We don't know how many friends came by to see Tom, but we know that a lot of his friends came by. Why did they come by? Why did other friends come by? Why? Why did they visit Tom? Well, yes, Ben Rogers was painting the fence and Tom was sitting up there eating his apple. And other friends of Tom, they were curious, right? Meraklıydılar. They were curious what was happening up there. That's why they came by. At first, they laughed at him. At first, Tom's other friends laughed at Tom. Why did they laugh at him? Why did other friends laugh at Tom? Why? Well, yes, because it was funny, right? The day was Saturday and everyone was free. Most of the children, they were going swimming in the river. But Tom and Ben Rogers, they were working. Actually, Ben Rogers was working. He was painting. And Tom was eating his apple. It was funny for other friends. That's why they laughed at him. How did Tom feel? How did he feel when they laughed at him? What do you think? Ne düşünüyorsunuz? How did Tom feel? Tom nasıl hissetti kendisini? Onlar ona güldüğü zaman. How did he feel when they laughed at him? Well, yes, Tom is a smart boy. He's smart. He knows what he is doing, right? He knows what he is doing. Probably he does nothing. Probably Tom says nothing and does nothing because he's smart. On the contrary, maybe he felt happy, right? He felt happy because a lot of people means a lot of workers, because he can trick them right? He can trick them like he did on Ben Rogers. He can do the same thing for others. That's why he might feel happy. He might feel content, memnun olmak. He might be content with this situation. But soon they all wanted to paint the fence. Why did they change their mind? Why did other friends of Tom change their mind? Because they were laughing. At the beginning they were laughing. But then they changed their mind. Why? Well, probably painting the fence may suddenly seem interesting, right? Probably painting the fence, çitleri boyamak, may suddenly seem, aniden, şöyle görünmüş, şöyle gelmiş olabilir. May suddenly seem interesting, çok ilgi çekici gelmiş olabilir aniden. Because they saw Tom letting Ben Rogers to paint the fence after he gave him apples. What influenced etkilemek. Influencerlar olur ya böyle etkileyiciler mi diyeyim, yani influencer olarak dilimize geçmiş artık. What influenced, ne etkiledi? What influenced their decision to paint the fence? What? Well, yes, painting the fence might suddenly seem interesting, right? It looked like interesting. Ben Rogers, he is painting and it looks very interesting. That's why they changed their mind. Painting the fence on Saturday was not funny anymore. It was interesting, and that's why they wanted to paint the fence. Did Tom let them paint for free? Did he let them to paint the fence for free? Well, no, of course. Tom didn't let them paint the fence, because if something is free, it will not be interesting for people. For example, my lessons. It is free and sometimes it's not interesting for the people. So, Tom took bribes from all of them, right? Tom took bribes. Take bribe, rüşvet almak arkadaşlar. Take bribe, rüşvet almak. Took, aldı. Ne aldı? Rüşvet. Yani hepsini aldığından dolayı çoğul kullanmamız gerekiyor. Bribes. He took bribes from all of them. For example, what did he take? What did Tom take as a bribe? Rüşvet olarak ne aldı? Well, yes. He took a kite. He took a kite and a dead rat. Who gave him a kite? Who gave him a kite? Well, yes. Billy Fisher, right? Billy Fisher gave him a kite. Why? Why did he give him a kite? Why did Billy Fisher give Tom a kite? Why did he give a kite? Well, yes. He gave Tom a kite as a bribe. Rüşvet olarak. As olarak demek. A bir demek. Bribe, rüşvet. Bir rüşvet olarak verdi. He gave him a kite as a bribe. Okay. Who gave him a rat? Who gave him a dead rat as a bribe? Well, yes. Johnny Miller, right? Johnny Miller gave him a dead rat as a bribe. Why these boys gave Tom these things? Why did they give him? Well, yes, because these boys, they wanted to paint the fence. But Tom said, no, you can't. First, you should give me something. It's not for free. You can't work for me for free. If you want to work for me, first you should pay, and then you will work for me for free. This is the trick of Tom on his friends. Did Tom accept, kabul etmek? Did Tom accept a kite and a dead rat? Did he accept? Well, of course, yes. Of course he accepted all of them. Tom is a smart boy. He's a cunning boy. He knows what he is doing. His friends wants to work for him for free, but he didn't let them work for him for free. If they want to work for him for free, first they should pay. They should give him something as a bribe, and as a bribe they gave him a dead rat and a kite. And of course Tom accepted all of them. He knows these things are useless, but this is the part of his trick. What about his other friends? What about his other friends? What did they give him? What did other friends give Tom to let him paint the fence? Well, yes, his other friends gave him an old knife, right? An old knife, a cat with one eye, an old blue bottle, an old key, and other interesting things. A lot of things. They gave him a lot of things you can see in this picture. Look at the picture. Do you think these things are valuable to Tom? Tom için bunlar değerli mi sizce? Do you think these things are valuable for him? Well, of course not. All of these things are meaningless for him. Meaningless, anlamsız. All of these things are meaningless for Tom. He got these things to make his friends work harder, right? His friends paid him something, and this is human nature. If you pay for something, you want that thing very much. You want to do that thing very much because you paid something for that thing. And Tom knew this from that age, from young age. He might be a child, but his mind is very smart and mature. Olgun. So, who worked for him for free? Who worked for Tom for free? Yes, his friends. Right? All of his friends worked for Tom for free. What did they do? What did his friends do? Yes, they painted the fence. Did they paint all of the fence? Well, of course, yes. They painted all of the fence. Why? Why did they paint all of the fence? Instead, why didn't they go swimming? Neden yüzmeye gitmediler de onun yerine boyamayı tercih ettiler? Why did they stay there and paint all the fence? Yes, well, because they gave Tom a lot of things. Because painting the fence is more interesting than swimming in the river. What about Tom? What about Tom? Did he help his friends? Did he paint the fence? Well, of course, no. No, he didn't. He didn't help his friends. Instead, what did he do? What did Tom do during this period of time? Bu geçen zaman diliminde Tom ne yaptı? Well, yes, he stayed up there. He sat under a tree and he ate apples. Maybe he played with a cat. Or he just watched his friends working for him for free. On Saturday morning, at the weekend, everyone is free. Tom's friends are working for him for free. And Tom is free and he is eating apples. He's resting up there. And he has a lot of interesting things. After his friends finished painting the fence, where did Tom go? Where did he go? Well, yes, he went back home. Tom went back home. Why did he go back home? Why? Why didn't he go swimming with his friends? Well, he went back home to get permission. İzin almak için. Kimden? İşte Polly teyzeden. He went back home to get permission from Aunt Polly. What did he ask? What did Tom ask to Aunt Polly? Yes, he said, Aunt Polly, can I go to play now? I finished painting the fence. You can see the fence, it is white. I did all of them. Can I go and play now? Did Aunt Polly let him go and play? Did she let him go and play? Well, of course, yes. She let him go and play. Did she see the fence? Did Aunt Polly see the fence? Yes. She saw the beautiful fence. The fence was more beautiful than before, right? It was more beautiful and white. Did she like it? Did Aunt Polly like the fence? Yes, of course. Of course, she loved it. She was very happy with that white fence. What did she give Tom? What did Aunt Polly give Tom? Yes, she gave him a big apple. Why? Why did Aunt Polly give Tom a big apple? Well, because Aunt Polly thought, düşündü, Aunt Polly thought Tom finished the job. Tom finished painting the fence. The job was done. That's why she was very happy. She was content, memnundu. That's why she gave him a big apple. That's why she said, yes, go and play, but don't come home late, right? Don't come home late. Why did she say don't come home late? Why? Well, because it can be dangerous for Tom, right? Especially at that time, o dönemlerde özellikle. At that time, the nights could be very dangerous for the children. After sunset, the environment could be dangerous for Tom. That's why Aunt Polly telling him, don't come home late. Be careful about this. She's warning. Because Aunt Polly cares about him. She cares Tom. That's why she's saying this. Evet, konuşmamız buraya kadar arkadaşlar. Soru cevap kısımlarıyla daha fazla pratik yapmaya çalışın arkadaşlar. Orada zaten bu işin büyüsü orada. Bir sonraki bölümde görüşmek üzere. Kendinize iyi bakın.
Tom's other friends came by. At first they laughed at him, but soon they all wanted to paint the fence. Billy Fisher gave Tom a kite, and Johnny Miller brought him a dead rat. His other friends gave him an old knife, a cat with one eye, an old blue bottle, an old key, and other interesting things. His friends painted the fence, and Tom now had a lot of interesting things. He went back home.
Aunt Polly, can I go to play now?
When Aunt Polly saw the beautiful white fence, she was very happy. She gave Tom a big apple and said,
Yes, go and play, but don't come home late.